and I'm here to talk to you about the Dark Knight satellite, or what some refer to as the Dark Knight satellite. I refer to this object that I have, you can't really see it in this picture, but let me go to this one, and I've circled it. I refer to this as a UFO, because to me this is a UFO. Now that picture right there was taken from a fairly decent distance. I mean, that's a distance right there, considering that this picture was taken from the space station. So let's look at that for a second. Sit back and take a look at that. That object is huge. Now let me go to this next picture. Now some people say that this is the Dark Knight satellite also. It's the same object, I believe. It's just from a different angle, different view, so we're seeing it a little bit different. But we can see the sun reflecting off the back end of it over here. So it's clearly has some sort of metallic structure to it. So the next image, this is an image right here. This was taken from a fair distance as well, and we could see that it's a very sizable object. Now, let me skip this picture. This one right here, people tell me, oh, that's a seat. It's a seat that was ejected from the space station. Well, Triamite's going to tell you that's not a seat that was ejected from the space station. Again, that object is at a fairly decent distance away from the space station, and it's sizable. If you go back to the first couple pictures, I mean, those pictures are miles and miles away. We would not see a seat in space like that, just kind of floating around and hanging out. So here it is a little bit closer. Here we can see that there's all kinds of structure and symmetry going on within this thing. It's not a seat. You're never going to sell me on the fact that it's a seat. So let's look at this one. This one, it almost looks like a wing. This is another angle, and slightly different angles, so we see it differently again. Now this next image is the image that it has me the most captivated. Because this image right here, to me, I'm going to go to this next one, and it has the same image in a collage. Now, this image on the bottom left, it's the previous image. I just flipped it over upside down. It looks exactly like this image on the top left of the collage. Now, this image on the top left was taken by the HelioViewer satellites. Same with the image on the right. So it was taken with SOHO and all those satellites we have up there for the HelioViewer project. Now, this object on the bottom left looks just like the object on the top left, right down to the little adapter that it has underneath it. On the picture on the bottom, you know, we're facing two different ways. If I mirrored the image, it would be almost the same. But if you take this and the one on the top right and compare it to the one on the bottom left, those also look like they can match up. So what is this thing? Is it a satellite? Is it a UFO? What's going on? I don't think that we could have put a satellite that big up in orbit unless we did it in pieces and built it in orbit. So did we put the pieces up there for this project, and did we actually do this project? Or is this part of the Star Wars system that apparently went out with Reagan? And I know it didn't go out. It just went underground. So what is this? Is this Dark Knight? Is this Star Wars? Is this a UFO? What do you guys think? Leave your comments down in the comment box, and let's talk about this one, because I want to know what you guys think it is. If you liked the video and you found it informative, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and keep yourself updated. This is Triamite. I'll catch you guys later.